Hi, welcome to Galactic Command Tarot. This is a psychic beacon, so if you're watching this, then you're a member of Galactic Command. Now, you can choose to believe that or not, but as it is, you exist in one of two states or conditions, and that is either active or inactive. Now, active means everything I say or do or pull from the ancient Galactic Command Tarot deck will apply to you. Inactive means everything I say or do or pull from the ancient Galactic Command deck will not apply to you. To go from inactive to active, all you have to do is say, of my own free will, I volunteer for service with Galactic Command, and that is it. Now you might be saying, well, what if I don't say it? Well, then nothing's going to apply. But since you're already here, you're a member of Galactic Command, anytime during this reading, you can just say, of my own free will, I volunteer for service with Galactic Command, and that is it. Then it will apply to you. You know, you might have to restart it again to get the whole message, but that's all there is to it. There's nothing wrong. You're just taking accountability for yourself. You know, when you stand in front of the Almighty God, He'll say, what do you choose? What did you do in your life? What can you say that you did of your own free will? You know, and this is one of those things you can say, that I decided to stand up for good and light and love and everything else. That I decided not to be neutral. And that's all you're saying. I mean, long ago, and it doesn't really seem that long ago, but it was, I was neutral, just like a whole bunch of other people. A lot of people who are not, even those who are members of Galactic Command, they're neutral. And what does that mean? It means if, say, something goes bad, you can decide to help or not help or not do anything and just say, I'm walking away. And, you know, I was asked that once while I was a member of Galactic Command and I hadn't taken that responsibility. And this was in the fifth dimensional plane, and I really didn't want to engage. And I watched people get hurt. Now, they weren't killed or nothing like that, but it hurt me on the inside. And after that, and they even asked me, you know, we might as well, you know, just call them dark beings. They asked me, where do you stand? And I said, I'm neutral. And I said, wait, what? I mean, literally, just like that. What? Is like, oh, wait. You're neither good nor evil, you're not going to do anything? I said, yeah, I'm neutral. And they said, okay, don't bother him. And they left me alone, and I'm standing there, and I'm going, and I'm watching all these terrible things happen. And they walked away, and I'm by myself. And then I saw that they hadn't noticed some of these people that they were hurting. And I said, follow me. And I helped them escape. And this is in the fifth dimensional world. Okay? Can't happen on the third dimensional like you see it now. And then I remember afterwards saying, I will never be neutral again. And that's why at the beginning of the reading, I always say, you know, of your own free will, you can volunteer for service, to do good, to help others. And it's of your own free will. No one can make you do anything. And I took accountability for that. And that's what caused my vibrational frequency to rise. That's why I can actually talk to you from the fifth dimensional realm, and why I know it happened. It's real. It really happened. I watched it happen. I I've watched it happen. And I've said this before, the fifth dimensional realm looks a lot like the 3D world that you're used to, but I see things, I feel things, I hear things, I watch, and I'm just astounded. And I'm trying to help you get there, okay? So anyway, this is the Ancient Galactic Command Tarot deck, manifested by Archangel Michael in the presence of the Almighty God. He was the very first person on the Twinflame Journey, and he volunteered to do it to prove it could be done, which meant he volunteered to lose all of his knowledge of who he was, where he came from, and all that. And even with that handicap, he came back from being an ordinary, regular person, just like you would meet on the street, to being Archangel Michael again. Okay, and this was manifested in the presence of the Almighty God, so it talks. And this is your reading. Okay, we'll shuffle the deck for you. Get a good shuffle here, okay? I just feel like we need to get a nice good shuffle here for you, for your reading, see what's going on in your life, seeing what information that you could use from this. Okay, that seems pretty good. Okay. Now I'm going to cut it into 3 decks, and I'm trying to do all this in front of you so you know that whatever's happening is whatever's happening. Deal from the top. And this is your reading. Let's see what happens. Oops. 2 cards there. So I looked away. I felt it. I felt it with my hand. So I looked away. What do we got? 5 of Cups. Heart decisions. Excuse me. This is hard to say. What is it about you that you're wondering about? What did I do? What did I do? What were the steps I took? How did I get to this point right here? You sacrificed. You sacrificed a lot. It's the first card out, so it's a general feeling of how you are in your heart. Right now, you made a sacrifice. And you're moving forward. Look. You made a sacrifice. And now you're going to move forward and head into into the chaos which is the future. You have to live the future. You are on the grand adventure. That is what that means. You are on the grand adventure. Your way has been paved already. It's like a sidewalk. It's like a paved sidewalk or a road that's already been laid before you. All you have to do is walk. There are no turns. It may seem like there's things coming at you from this way and that way and this way and that way, but it is a straight road that all you have to do is walk. And everything has already been planned out ahead of you. There is, let's think of it as like a trip. You going to another country. You say, okay, I bought my tickets. I have my hotels booked. I know what sites I'm going to see, what bus trips I'm going to take on, where I'm going to eat. And you're thinking, I'm going to be flying all the way around the country, going this, doing that, doing this, doing that. Well, it's kind of like that, only it's been all planned for you. So you may be thinking you're going all over the place when in actuality, you are just going in a straight line of something that's been planned. You take one step forward, take another step forward, take another step forward, and all of it's been done for you. That's where you're going on the grand adventure. She came up in the last reading. Archangel Wendy. Christmas angel. Your best friend. Angels. Angels have been sent forward. The divine plan. Doesn't matter what you do, you're going to stay on that road. It's an ace. It means everything has been multiplied 10 times greater than what it is. Think of $100. It's now 1,000. You know, everything has been taken care of. She is watching. A lot of people don't know this about angels. They are very educated, and a lot of them are educated in a lot of things. And if I were to say to you, doctor, what would you think? Well, you think someone who went to school and learned how to medicine, learned how to fix people, and then the same person could be a psychologist. Same person could be a scientist. They're all called doctor. You know, in science, they're called professors. Well, Archangel Wendy is a doctor. She is a scientist. She has that under her belt. She is very well educated. You're saying, well, don't angels know everything? Well, if they knew everything, they'd be the Almighty God. But they are specialized and they do have access to knowledge. And that being said, she has a lot of knowledge about what's going on in your current situation. She's making things happen. And we'll just leave it at that. Think about that. Think of like Albert Einstein. If you were having trouble with something complicated, wouldn't you want him to be on your side? You know, no, you wouldn't ask Albert Einstein to go to the grocery store, would you? There's this thing called the nutty professor syndrome, which means a scientist, he could tell you how to build a rocket ship and go to the moon, but he would have trouble remembering a grocery list. My friend of mine said this, oh, he could build a tank, but he couldn't tie his shoes. You know, that type of person. Well, Archangel Wendy, she's not that kind of person where she deals with the little things. She has others do that. She plans ahead. She makes sure that when you walk that path, it is straight and it is narrow, and there's no way you're going to fall off of it. It's a good card. Very good, very positive card to start off with. Eight of Cups. Look at that, just the way it started. telling you to take a closer look. Trust. See how she's holding him? Trust. Things will get better. Don't worry. Emotions sometimes run high. Sometimes they're balanced. Sometimes you don't know what's going on in the back of your head. Trust. Trust. You may be worried sometimes, but don't worry. Like I said, didn't I just say? She sends out the angels. She makes sure that things happen. Galactic Command just isn't about aliens. The fifth dimensional world is just isn't aliens. It's about everything. And I've said this before. And it's a belief system that you should try to believe, even though it is very hard. And it goes like this. Imagine God. Imagine angels. Imagine the devil. Imagine demons. Imagine ghosts, zombies, werewolves, vampires, black-eyed children, giant spiders, Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, aliens, alien beings, reptiles, reptilians, the Greys, Atlantis. You know, imagine all these things. Just imagine any and every story you've ever heard. Ghosts, you know, exorcisms, whatever. Think about it. Now, think that they're all real. And you're like, well, how can ghosts be real if aliens and science are real? And how can wizards be real if there's science? And what about witches? What is witchcraft real? Is science real? Is this fake? Is the Bible real or is it lying? What? It's all real. It is all absolutely real. And somehow, it all makes sense. That's a lot to take in. But think of it like that. Think that somehow, it all makes sense. Perfect sense. Is anything too hard for the Almighty God? You wonder about that. You wonder, how can it be true? Is Atlantis real? Yes, Atlantis is real. You might not be able to go in the middle of the ocean and find it, but it's there. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Most of the air you breathe you can't see, but you know it's there. Water is in the air. It's a vapor. You can't see it, but you know it's there. Hydrogen. The building blocks of the universe. It is everywhere. Most of the time you can't see it, but if you see something with everything, just about anything you think about has hydrogen in it in some form or another. It's sitting in front of you. You can't see it, but it's there. One of the building blocks of the universe. So, what I just told you to think about, that somehow, it all makes sense. And don't worry about it. You're being taken care of because, like I said, this is the grand adventure. Who will ever give you one of those? Who will ever say to you, hey, let me tell you something. How would you like to do something and know something no one has ever known? How would you like to be on the grand adventure? I can make it happen. I can make it happen. You have angels everywhere. Look at all these cards. Four of Swords. That's the Ankh, Egyptian symbol of life. But it is also the Egyptian symbol for angels. The open arms, the head shaped like a halo around the head. Means relax. Relax. Take a deep breath. It's like the arms are open, saying, hey, I'm here to give you that hug. I'm here to give you that hug. See? See the hand touching them? I'm here to take care of things. I'm here to dispense that hope. So be hopeful. That's what angels do. There is a lot of angels in this reading. A lot of angels. Starting off with the first card, which is you being in doubtful. There's no angels in it. But every card after that has been an angelic presence. And this is an Ankh, which means angels. Just straight out. Angels in your thoughts, thinking for you, telling you relax, relax. Because it doesn't matter what decision you make, it's the right decision. Okay? This is the information you're going to get right now. This is the one that has the members of Galactic Command in it and the Divine Light. Whatever you choose, it is part of what lies ahead of you. Doesn't matter. There are no turns on this road. All the decisions lead straight ahead. You're wondering what this has to do with your twin flame. Think of the pentacles as it's life. Okay? People can say, well, that's coins and that's money. For us, it's life. It's our life, what we're doing in our situations from day to day. And in this particular reading, you've just been revealed that someone is making sure that it doesn't matter which direction you take, you are staying on the road that leads you towards your ultimate goal. You can't make a mistake. There is no mistakes. And you'll think, wait, what about that? That didn't feel good when I did that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe you had to learn from something. Maybe there was a lesson that you needed to build the wisdom inside your head. So maybe you had to do something. It might have hurt. Sometimes it does. Failure is a great teacher. But don't let it get you down, okay? See, just like that. Don't let it get you down. There is a balance. There's a purpose and a function to what's going on. You may not understand what that purpose or that function is, but it's to help you. You are succeeding, okay? Just don't let yourself be fooled by your own heart. Cups represent your heart, your emotions. Don't let your heart deceive you. Don't be let down by yourself. Don't self-sabotage. It's being taken care of. But you need that comfort. You need comfort, and there it is. Look, offering you comfort. Offering you that message that what's happening is real. That there is a balance going on. Straightening out, leveling, making sure you stay on course, like a compass, pointing straight ahead. Bottom of the deck. There it is, decisions. All laid out in front of you. This is the overall, which is what this is talking about. Look. Decisions that you made. And there's more decisions to come, but don't worry, look at them. All wrapped up and ready to go. And it doesn't matter which one you pick. It doesn't matter which direction you go. They're all good. They're all good. Because your life is being taken care of. Pick one. Pick two. Pick three. It doesn't matter. It's happening. This is happening. I can't say it enough. This is the grand adventure. The one you never thought would happen. It's happening now. An analogy, some people will say it's a download, but think of it like you are the captain of a pirate ship and you're heading out to go look for treasure. And you have a motley crew and you do not know what lies ahead. You know, pirates were what was one of the last few true democracies in the world. All these sailors would stand on the bridge of a ship with a captain, and they would choose their captain. They would say, we're going to go out and we're going to go treasure hunting. Who's the best treasure hunter of us? Him? You are captain. You say and we will do, because we've all agreed to it. And if we don't like you, well, we're not going to throw you overboard. We're going to find the other guy who says he was the best one, and he'll be captain. You know, and that was the true democracy. They're sailing along the ocean and they say, should we go left or should we go right? Which should we go straight? They all took a vote And then they bring it to the captain, and the captain says, we'll go left. You put me in command, and that's where I'm going to go. And they said, we put you in command, we'll go left. And they would. That was the last true democracy there was, really. One vote, one person. The majority rules. Now you are on a grand adventure, and you asked for it. You asked for it. Don't worry. It's being taken care of. First card's outward. Don't worry, look. It's being taken care of. Doesn't matter. And remember, what if it was all true and somehow it all made sense? There you go. That's your reading. It applies today, tomorrow, or 1,000,000 years from now. This is a start. This is the start of a different chapter. Something ended and something new is beginning. That ace right there. You've leveled up. You're at another level. Just in case you were wondering, yes, you have leveled up. You've gone to the next level. Okay? Congratulations. Make yourself a diploma. So as I said before, this applies today, tomorrow, or 1,000,000 years from now. And as the angels say, good luck, and I will talk to you later.